Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'd like to thank you very much for your time viewing this video, considering this cuckoo clock up for auction on eBay. This one is it's an absolute jaw dropper, man. It is it's breathtaking. I believe it was a special order clock only. I tried to search for some comparisons based on that name, Glasbach-Hof, which stands for the town of Glasbach, and Hof stands for house. I just wanted to ID the manufacturer, the maker of the clock, with no success. Considering the caliber of this clock, I would guess it would be a special order clock only, made to order, as I haven't been able to find another example of it. Its sheer size is just breathtaking. This thing is just over 27 inches wide, side to side, about 2 feet tall, 24 inches, 24 inches, and 14 inches deep on the roof, from the roof to the wall. The surface, just look at the surface area of that roof. This clock is a massive, massive clock, especially for a chalet clock. If you're a chalet collector, this one is an absolute must-have. Okay. Well, with that said, I've had this clock for a number of years. This is actually my last modern clock left. I gravitate towards the antique clocks, but you know, if I find a really nice modern one, I'll hang on to it for a few years and enjoy it. This one has absolutely all the bells and whistles. It's not only absolutely gigantic in size, but it has an 8-day movement, meaning that you'd only have to wind up the weights once a week, which is much preferred. As opposed to a 1-day movement. It is a musical cuckoo clock. The cuckoo sounds off his calls, you know, 10 calls for 10 o'clock, immediately followed by musical chimes and the dancer platform spinning around, along with the water wheel spinning simultaneously. Let's see. This clock, however, is not without its flaws. I received it exactly as you see it here today. The previous owner I bought it from had claimed that it had sustained some damage when they changed residences or when they were moving. So with that said, let me show you what I'm talking about here. On the roof, these are all real wood. That's not simulated wood. That's not plastic. These are all, oh, I don't know, cedar shingles. Who knows, you know. The roof is double dormered. It has a dormer on each side. Simulated dormers, of course. It's not like there's a bedroom behind it. But if you look all the way up top, and I don't know if you can see that, my camera's out of view now, but there's 2 mounting holes for, I believe, what belonged there was a bell tower, you know, like a ringing bell tower, which is now missing, unfortunately. I'm not sure if you can order that overseas or not. Possibly, I'm not sure. I never really inquired about it. But the roof right there also is missing some shingles and stuff, and some bridge capping. Where else? I think right here along the edge. Also right here at the end, it appears to be missing. Well, here, you can see him right there. So apparently this guy was moving, and you know, this got banged up during transport, unfortunately, and the bell tower is gone. What else? This gentleman right here. If you could see, there's a small chip out of his hat there. On the bright side, it proves that it is wood. You can see all the wood grain in there. That is a carved wood piece. That's not molded plastic. What else? This thing is not lacking anything. I mean, you're talking detail. You're talking wagon wheels, rocks, a milk jug right there. A gentleman on the hunt with his dedicated dog, you know, another dog, a fox, a coyote, you know, wolf, who knows. Piles of lumber are all over the place. Tucked in here on a balcony, tucked over here on this balcony, over here. You also have a chopping block with an axe right there, which I thought was kind of cool. I've never seen that before. Trees all over the place. Little ones, medium ones, big ones. You got a full-size stag, probably looking to you know, making a mating call or something. As I stated before, your water wheel, what do they call that? Like a, you know, a hay loft or something like that. Some more moss and more trees. You know, I love these like girders here. The realisticness of these girders here. As I stated, multiple balconies. One there, one there, one there for the dancers platform. The cuckoo door just above it, and on top of that, more wagon wheels and another balcony. While I'm thinking of it, this is a wood dial. These are wood numerals and wood hands. So like I said, this one has all the bells and whistles. If you look at the depiction here, I guess what I can deduce from this is that, you know, it's showing the arrival of spring, because you got a mixture of the fresh mosses and the old mosses from the year prior. You know, along the baseline of the house is a dirty snow bank that's melting away, you know, and then the gentleman's on the hunt, the spring hunt, and the stag, you know, what his mating calls and stuff like that. So I can deduce from all this going on here, it's the arrival of spring, I guess. I think that would be a pretty accurate description. Geez, what else? Yeah, a little balcony off the side there. This one has just got detail after detail. You could spend an hour looking at this thing and just viewing all the details in this clock. It's gorgeous, man. This is a great clock. What else? Like I said, Glassbach Hof, a town, and it says house there, so Glassbach House. This one also has the optional wood shelled weights. 8-day weights, as I stated, it's an 8-day movement. So you got the wood shell weights in like a walnut color. Also got some carving, and it also has a gorgeous pendulum with a little pine tree pendulum right there with the color matching the case. All this wood in the bottom here, I mean, it's at some points it's 3/4 of an inch thick. I mean, this thing is just quality through and through. It works just fine. I serviced the movement maybe a year ago. It's absolutely perfect. Musical movement is absolutely perfect. It has two melodies. I believe Edelweiss and Happy Wanderer are the two melodies. That's about it. Like I explained before, I'll set it off here, but it only plays musical chimes at the top of the hour. This one does not follow up at the half-hour musical chimes. So with that said, let's set it off. Okay, there's your half hour. And at the top of the hour, you should be getting 11 calls for 11 o'clock, and musical chimes following the cuckoo door closing. Like I said, everything's working great. Let's take a look at the bird real quick. I didn't mention him, but he's also wood carved too. It's not molded plastic or anything like that. He's got a nice orange breast on him, which is kind of unique. Yeah, this clock is just absolutely knock your socks off. It's a great opportunity to purchase a clock of this caliber used, as opposed to spending, I don't know, I didn't find it comparable, but $7,000 to $10,000, I'm sure. Is what they're asking for these special order clocks, I'm guessing. I don't think it's out of line to assume that. But you know, a great opportunity if you're a Chalet cuckoo clock collector, man. You got to try and go after it, man. This thing is just great. Just detail over every square inch of this clock. Rocks, wagon wheels, up there, down here. You know, milk jugs, animals. You know, just wood piles all over the place. So with that said, good luck everybody, and if you've got any questions, just shoot me a question and I'll respond ASAP. All right, thank you. Good luck.